All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am sitting here and I didn't know that you were waiting for your best friend because I ain't got the time because things ain't working out with your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Because you're searching for someone new, someone to hold you tight, someone to treat you right, you know. But that girlfriend of yours, mm-hmm, yeah, she getting on my nerves because she getting in our business. I'm sorry, that's from the song "Call Me If You Need Someone to Talk to." I wanted to talk for just a second. If some of y'all are interested, I told y'all about 5 weeks ago, I had this thing with the throat. It sounded like a sore throat. It felt like a sore throat, but it really wasn't a sore throat, but it was so. And I didn't know why it was so. I couldn't understand why it was so, but it was so. Whew, say it ain't so, but it was so. And, but it, again, didn't feel like a sore throat, but it definitely was a sore throat. I can't explain it, can't understand it, don't know why it was, but it was. It is what it is. It was what it was. So I do know that something is going around, and I do know that several other people were complaining of the exact same symptoms in this area. Now, according to the government, they are not. Now, this is what they said. They are not contaminating the air. Okay? Then, according to the government, they are contaminating the air. I don't know what to believe because some say it's fake news because that's a new catchphrase. Fake news was not new, but it's fake news that it's a new catchphrase because it's been around for at least 30 years. Fake news. Ladies and gentlemen, then we have this AI thing where they can do deep fakes, and then a lot of people are publishing on video junk and people are believing it because it seems like it's real. Oh, Lord, if y'all don't understand. Now, look, you got to understand the mindset of a person who will put out information that is false to mislead people. Hold on. Isn't that what Satan did? Well, anyway, you guys got to understand their mindset. Okay, this is a whole different arena. This is a whole different era. This is a whole different world. It's a whole new world. Anyway, and because it's a different world, oh, look at that. We are living single. I'm sorry. Because it's a whole different world, we have to now attack this world from a different perspective. We cannot do what we used to do. We cannot react or respond the way we used to. We have to adapt. Don't you mean adapt? No, I said adapt. Okay? We have to get an adapter. We have to put another fix into place. Now, we just had a company, First Bank. First Bank told us, and First Bank told us that we can't do a 1099-C for them. Oh, Lord, that is so funny. Yes, we can. We can do it for our client because our client has an agreement with First Bank. They have a contract. They have a partnership. What is a partnership? A partnership is where two parties come together on a joint venture to benefit the other. You sign a contract with a company and you get something out of it. I got a house and they get something out of it. They got a promise to pay and I owe you. That's a partnership. They say the person's in default. Uh-oh. That means that they messed up. They didn't pay. Okay, fine. I didn't pay. I'm in default. So what does the bank do? Well, the bank doesn't have a choice. By law, you know what the bank must do? The bank must write off all worthless debt. They must write off all worthless debt. What? Go read it. 12 USC 248 lowercase g. 12 USC G. Just go read it. It says they don't have a choice. They shall. The word shall means mandatory. The word must mean mandatory. May, January, February, March, April, May. May means, okay, if you feel like it. Shall means you ain't got no choice, homie. You better do it. Okay? So they have to do a 1099-C. We in a partnership. You're about to mess up our agreement with the government. You're going to have the government looking into our agreement. We ain't going to have that. We going to help you out, homie, because we partners. Partner. So, of course, we can do a 1099-C with our partner, helping our partner out, because all banks must do a 1099-C for debts over $600, which they deem uncollectible and worthless. Well, they issue a default. A default means, hey, y'all in default. Y'all not paying. The loan is come payable and due, and you still ain't paid, we're going to take y'all to court. That means they don't expect to get no money from the client. So, of course, we're going to do a 1099-C for them. Mother, what are they going to do? Now, I want you to understand, I don't give a who brings this up in any court. Bring me to court. I will be the man, because I'm the one who gave the order to do so. I am the one who gave the order to do so. What I can guarantee you, and I can guarantee you with every ounce of energy in me, what can they do? What are they going to do? Are they going to tell me I can't do it? No, they can't. Why? Because we're doing it on behalf of our client. They gave us the power to do so. Look, either they are, with regards to the debt, either it's a debt or it's not a debt. Okay? Either they're in default or they're not in default. They got two choices. There's nothing else going on. They got two choices. Either it's a debt or it's not a debt. And if it is a debt, that means it's right off a bow. Okay? That means that we giving them the credit. But we're also doing a 1065K1. Now, hold on now. That means you guys are going to have to fill out 1065. We're only doing part of it. 1065K1 only operates as a receipt. What do you mean it operates as a receipt? Well, it shows that they received the credits. You gave them credit. See, y'all don't understand the system. There is no money. Federal Reserve notes are not money. They never were money. Hold on. Congress says that junk is legal tender. It's only legal tender when it is backed by a bill of exchange, a note, a draft, or an acceptance. That's the only time it's got value as legal tender. It only operates as payment when it forms and is legal tender. Okay? Sorry about that. I got that stuff popping up because, there's news breaking around the world for some reason. Now, somebody needs to fix that news because it just keeps breaking. I mean, why do they continue to use it if it's always breaking? Every time I look up, the news is always breaking. Somebody needs to go out and get you some tools and fix that thing. Hey, we should start a repair service to fix the news since it's always breaking. That'd be a good company to start. Anywho, because the stupid bank, through their stupid attorneys, don't understand, they bring a lawsuit. Now they'll have to prove that the debt has not been discharged, that they have followed the law. Now they'll have to prove that the client can't do a 1099-C because there are no rules in the books that says that only the creditor can fill out a 1099-C. No, what it says is that a 1099-C must be filed for debts that are over $600. Well, because it's a partnership, parties must benefit each other. The bank is required to file a 1099-C for all debts over $600 that they deem worthless or uncollectible. When they start telling you we're about to foreclose, they're deeming that uncollectible because it hasn't been paid for more than 6 months. Got one more of these things coming up. Get on out of here. Nobody wants to see you. All right. They must do that. They don't have a choice. But the IRS has placed a moratorium. That's right. Since 2012, IRS said, no, they ain't got to report that to us. We ain't going to penalize them. But the IRS didn't say that. Most people are not understanding that. They didn't put a moratorium on whether or not they have to file. They put a moratorium on whether or not they're going to penalize them for not filing. The IRS doesn't have that right. The law doesn't allow them. Equal protection of law says if they do it for Tommy, they have to do it for Bob, Jim, Jane, and Joe. Oh, and let's not forget Susan and Mary. Okay? They don't get to be selective as to whom they are not going to follow the law for. So we can't have that. See how important this stuff is? So that was just today. I received that email today. We got so much to talk about, but we can't talk about it in this video because why? This video's done. It's over. It's over and done.